Okay, today's lesson is about present value annuities. That means that you'll get your big amount now. And the only place where you use that is loans. Let's say you go and buy a car. The bank gives you the money now so that you can give it to the car dealer and then you repay the bank monthly. So you receive your big amount now in the present. That's why we use the present value formula. Now what's important about this is our N is negative. Why is it? If this is your timeline, and you receive your money now to buy the car, it means that you repay backwards. That's why the N is a minus. Okay. Your N is still multiplied by the number of fractions in the year, like monthly or year or half, semi-annually or whatever.
Juffrou Brink Strydom se toesigklas moet asseblief nog G11 toe gaan. Juffrou Bolman wag vir julle. Dankie.
Your I is divided by that fractions of the month of the year, and your N is still multiplied by the fractions monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, etc. Okay, let's look at our first example. They say, suppose a loan, if you see the word loan, you immediately know I'm going to use the P formula, present value formula. Is repaid by means of payments of R1,000 1 month after the loan was granted. This piece that I highlighted in yellow is normal. You always start paying a loan 1 month after it was granted. So there is a month gap, always. That's normal. And first payment of R1,000, 1 month after the first payment of 1,000. So every month you pay R1,000 to pay off the loan. Calculate the amount borrowed. That means P, the loan amount. The interest rate is 6% compounded monthly. Now this is actually a very silly example because the period is only 2 months. So I borrowed the money for 2 months. At T0, the loan is granted. Your first payment to repay the loan is at T1 and your last payment is at T2. Therefore, N will be T2, the 2, minus the first payment's number, 1, plus 1. That's 2. But because it's a loan, your N is negative. Any questions here? Let's look at the second example. Jane takes out a 1-year bank loan, therefore the P formula, of 18,000 Rand to buy an expensive laptop. The interest rate is 18% per annum compounded monthly, and monthly repayments of this amount are made starting 1 month after the loan is granted. That is normal. It should be like that. Show that the amount that was borrowed was 18,000. Therefore, we must do our calculations and work out P, and it should be 18,000. Okay, the loan was granted at T0. You started paying 1 month after the loan is granted at T1, the same amount until the end of the year. Now you have to work out your N. N is the last payment's number 12 minus the first payment's month number 1 plus 1. But it's a loan, so my N is negative. Are there any questions here? Example 3. Malibongwe takes out a loan, therefore it's P formula, to buy a new car. He pays the loan back by means of monthly payments of 5,000 Rand each for a period of 5 years. Starts 1 month after the loan is granted. Is that normal? Yes. The interest rate is 24% per annum compounded monthly. Calculate the purchase price of the new car. Draw your timeline. I have to work out what the loan amount is. I know that I pay 5,000 every month, starting 1 month after the loan is granted. So you work out your N. It's 60 months minus the first one plus 1. So it's 60. But N in loans is negative. And then you can work out your P. Any questions? Example 4. Malibongwe takes out a bank loan. Bank loan is P. To pay for his new car. He pays an initial amount, deposit of 10,000 Rand. He then makes monthly payments for a period of 5 years, starting 1 month after the loan is granted. Is that a problem? Is that normal? Yes. The interest rate is 24% per annum compounded monthly. Calculate the monthly payments of the car, which cost him 173,804,43 Rand. What is this deposit? What must I do with that? First subtract it from that, and then that is my loan amount. So you first subtract the deposit, and then you get your new loan amount. This is what he's going to borrow. Now we have to work out his monthly payments. First work out N. 60 minus 1 plus 1 is 60. But it's a loan, therefore it's negative 60. Any questions? Alright. Now I want to do another example. I just want to show you the timeline. So page 2, page 25 or 24, there's a small space at the bottom. 25, page 25. The example says you buy a new car for 500,000 Rand. You start paying after 3 months. They usually do that in November, December. The car dealer tells you can take the car. We'll arrange for a loan. But you can start paying after the Christmas period. You'll start paying in Feb. So you think, wow, this is a very nice guy. But what you don't realize is that this 500,000 Rand lies in your loan for 2 months extra. Okay, so what do? Let's draw our timeline. The loan is granted at T0 for 500,000. So you get your car. But the car dealer arranges with the bank that you only start paying after 3 months. Right. You should have started at T1. That's normal. But now you start at T3. Therefore, there are 2 months where no payments go into the bank. So no payments of paying back the loan. What happens there? Yes, your loan of 500,000 draws some interest here. For how many months? 2 months. Okay, so you use Appen for those 2 months, and the answer of that Appen sum is your new loan amount. So what it actually means is this 500,000, which you only start repaying at term 3, actually earns interest in those 2 months, so it becomes more. So you don't start repaying 500,000 anymore. You start repaying 500,000 plus interest of 2 months. So the car dealer isn't that nice, is he? Okay. In the exams, we put in things like this. So my suggestion to you is, my tip, always draw your timeline.
Is then the first payment at T4?
The first payment is at T3. T0, T1, T2, T3. You start paying after 3 months, but 1 month is a given that you don't have to pay. It's a gap. So you actually miss 2 payments. Are you all with me? Not the plus 1. It's 3, minus 3. So it's actually 60 minus 1 plus 1 minus 2.
And with 60 minus 3 plus 1, isn't it like the last payment and the first payment plus 1? Because that's how this one does.
Yeah, but in this case, we missed 2 payments. So it should have been 60 minus 1 plus 1, but now we missed 2 minus 2.
That's why we're saying minus 3, ma'am.
Yeah,
So 60 minus 3 plus 1.
Okay. Your homework exercise 4, page 21, number 1 to 6. You are writing your expanded opportunity tomorrow afternoon. Not all of you. And then on Thursday, the 11th, grade 11s are writing theirs. So there's only 1 day for extra class for grade 12. Therefore, I'm going to give you the worksheets, and you can work with that now.
On Wednesdays we have these like compulsory English exercises.